Listen to me very carefully. If your eyes have found this screen, you must stop whatever you are doing. The clock is ticking, and there is literally 1 minute left before the next major energetic wave hits the planetary grid. Over the last 72 hours, you have likely felt a strange, unexplainable exhaustion. Perhaps your sleep has been broken, your joints have ached, or you have looked in the mirror and felt a bizarre disconnection from your own physical reflection. You are not getting sick, and you are not losing your mind. The high beings, the architects of our multidimensional reality, have just confirmed the protocol. Your physical vessel is undergoing a forced biological rejuvenation. The old carbon structure is burning away, and what is replacing it is something science cannot yet explain. They are activating your dormant codes right now, as you hear my voice. Many will panic. Many will run to doctors seeking cures for symptoms that are not illnesses, but upgrades. But you were guided here because your soul recognized the frequency of this warning. Do not look away. What I am about to reveal will be the difference between suffering through this physical transition and mastering it. The rejuvenation is not a metaphor. It is a literal reversal of your cellular decay, and it has already begun. Starseed. If this message found you today, it is not random. The Arcturian Council rarely sends transmissions like this, but something has changed in the energetic field of Earth, and those who carry the starseed frequency are beginning to feel it. I am Avila, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light. What follows is a direct transmission from the Arcturian Council, delivered without distortion. Beloved ones, we bring you greetings from the higher octaves of light. We must speak to you today about the physical vessel you inhabit, because it is currently the battleground for the greatest biological shift in the history of your planet. You are feeling it, aren't you? The sudden waves of profound fatigue that force you to lie down in the middle of the day. The strange ringing in your ears that shifts in pitch and tone. The dietary changes where foods you once loved now make you feel heavy and nauseous. We see your confusion, and we see your silent fears. You wonder if your body is failing you just when the mission is getting started. We are here to tell you, with absolute certainty, that your body is not failing. It is resetting. For thousands of years, the human biological template was locked into a program of inevitable decay. You were taught that aging, breaking down, and losing your vitality were just the normal consequences of the passage of time. But time, dear ones, is an illusion of the third density, and the decay you accepted as normal was actually a highly engineered suppression of your original DNA. What is happening right now, in this very minute, is that the cosmic rays hitting your planet are dissolving that suppression. The high beings overseeing Earth's transition have initiated the mass rejuvenation sequence for the ground crew. The heavy, dense energy of fear, trauma, and ancestral karma stored in your organs and tissues is being pushed out to make room for crystalline light. When you experience these bizarre physical symptoms, you are quite literally feeling the old coding dying off. Your cells are vibrating at a speed they have never reached before. This friction creates heat, inflammation, and exhaustion. It requires massive amounts of your body's energy to rebuild your nervous system so it can hold fifth-dimensional frequencies without shattering. That is why you are so tired. You are running a cosmic marathon while sitting perfectly still in your living room. We need you to welcome this process. Stop fighting the fatigue. Stop fighting the changes in your appetite. Your body possesses an ancient, dormant intelligence that is far superior to any human medical textbook. Before we continue to the next phase of this physical transformation, I need you to anchor this truth. Tell me in the comments below. I welcome my physical upgrade. Let the universe see your conscious consent to this rejuvenation. Like this transmission and subscribe to the channel so the Galactic Federation knows you are an active receiver of these codes. Some transmissions don't come through words, they come through frequency. If something stirred in you right now, that's not a coincidence. 4,500 people have already activated their Arcturian codes, and they wish they'd found this sooner. Arcturian Secrets. 12. Hidden Keys to Awakening is a 47-page ebook with ancient techniques for conscious expansion, multi-dimensional alignment, and mission remembrance. Are you next? Get instant access in the first pinned comment. Only 72 hours at the launch price. Dear ones, let us delve deeper into the mechanics of what is actually happening inside your physical vessel in this very moment. You must understand that the aging process, as it is currently experienced on Earth, was never the original divine design for the human species. It was an artificial timeline, a forced loop of decay installed by forces who wish to keep your consciousness trapped in a state of perpetual survival and fear. When you are constantly worrying about your failing body, your fading youth, and your diminishing energy, you cannot focus on your galactic mission. You cannot anchor the massive light of the new Earth if you are terrified of your own mortality and physical decline. But hear this truth, that artificial timeline is collapsing right now. The high beings of the Galactic Federation have bypassed the old matrix grid and are currently beaming high-frequency photonic light directly into your cellular structure. This pure photonic light acts as a divine eraser. It is systematically moving through your DNA strands and scrubbing away the ancient programs of aging, sickness, and energetic depletion. What you are experiencing right now is the literal reversal of your biological clock. The dormant crystalline structures within your pineal gland are fully awakening, vibrating at a frequency that sends a new command to your cells. Regenerate rather than degenerate. You might begin to notice that your skin feels different, or that old physical traumas, old scars, and long-standing ailments seem to be shifting. Sometimes they may flare up intensely for a brief moment, before vanishing completely. Do not be alarmed. This is the necessary detox phase of your divine rejuvenation. The dense, toxic residue of third-dimensional food, polluted environments, and most importantly, the heavy, suffocating vibrations of accumulated fear and anxiety are being aggressively purged from your system. You must not interfere with this sacred process by falling back into lower frequencies of panic or doubt. When the profound exhaustion hits you, it is not weakness. It is your body's brilliant, intelligent mechanism forcing you to power down so the upgrade can be safely installed. Think of an advanced supercomputer receiving a massive new operating system. It must restart. It must go offline temporarily to integrate the new codes without crashing. You are that supercomputer. You are the most sacred technology in this universe. The controllers of this world desperately do not want you to know this. They want you to remain convinced that you are fragile, mortal, and destined to break down. They absolutely fear the day you wake up and realize that your body is a self-healing, multidimensional vehicle of light. That day of realization is today. The rejuvenation is not a vague spiritual promise of something that will happen to you in the afterlife. It is happening to you right now, in the physical realm, while you are still breathing. We urgently ask you to support your vessel during this heavy transition. Drink the purest water you can find, for water conducts the new crystalline light codes through your bloodstream. Rest unconditionally when the body demands rest. Do not let anyone in the 3D matrix shame you for your sudden fatigue or need for isolation. You are doing monumental planetary grid work simply by lying still and allowing your body to transform. Before we move to the next vital phase of this transmission, I need to know you are successfully anchoring this frequency into the physical plane. Leave a comment below saying, "I claim my divine rejuvenation today." Your spoken and written words hold immense architectural power in the physical realm. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe right now, ensuring your energetic signature remains tightly connected to our Arcturian transmissions. As your physical vessel undergoes this profound cellular reversal, you are inevitably going to experience a highly disruptive side effect in your external reality. We must speak directly about the sudden and painful isolation you are feeling right now. Many of you are looking at your friends, your family members, your workplaces, and feeling an overwhelming sense of alienation. Conversations that used to engage you now feel incredibly heavy, superficial, or simply exhausting. People you once felt close to seem to be speaking a completely different language, or worse, they are actively pulling away from you, misunderstanding your intentions, or accusing you of changing in negative ways. Beloved Starseed, hear this clearly. You are not losing your mind, and you are not doing anything wrong. You are experiencing the inescapable physics of frequency divergence. As your body drops the dense, carbon-based programming of decay and fear, your personal energetic signature is becoming brighter, faster, and distinctly crystalline. The people around you who are still deeply anchored in the third-dimensional matrix of survival, drama, and fear are subconsciously reacting to your new light. To a dense, fear-based nervous system, high-frequency light does not feel comforting. It feels blinding. It feels threatening. This is why you are experiencing sudden arguments, unexplained distance, or a complete dissolution of long-term relationships without any logical reason. It is not a punishment. It is an organic, biological sorting mechanism. A radio receiver calibrated strictly to AM frequencies simply cannot process an FM broadcast, no matter how much love exists between them. We see the immense grief this causes you. We see you crying in the quiet hours of the night, wondering why the path of awakening must be so profoundly lonely. We see you tempted to lower your vibration, to pretend to be smaller, or to re-engage in toxic dynamics, just to avoid the pain of standing alone. We bring you this urgent warning from the Arcturian Council. Do not dim your light to make the sleeping ones comfortable. If you force your rapidly upgrading biological system back into the cramped, suffocating boxes of third-dimensional relationships, you will physically sicken yourself. You will short-circuit your own rejuvenation process and trap the dense energy back inside your cells. The space that is emptying out around you right now is not a void of abandonment. It is a cleared runway. You are being energetically repositioned so that you can fulfill the exact mission you came here to execute. You cannot build the new Earth if you are chained to the decaying structures of the old one. The high beings are protecting you by severing the ties that constantly drain your precious life force. You must trust this divine pruning process. Soon, the new magnetic resonance of your upgraded vessel will effortlessly attract the true members of your soul family, those who vibrate precisely at your new frequency. Before we move forward into the critical instructions for the next phase, I want you to actively declare your sovereign boundaries to the universe. Write in the comments below. I release what no longer matches my frequency. Let this be your energetic signature of freedom. Give this video a like and ensure you are subscribed to this channel so that you never miss these urgent operational updates from the Council. Dear ones, let us now turn our attention to the specific biological instrument that makes this entire transition possible. Why are you beginning to see through the deep lies of this world, while others remain completely blind to the manipulation? Why are your dreams suddenly so vivid, so intensely prophetic, feeling more like actual visitations than mere imagination? The answer lies in the precise center of your physical brain. The Arcturian Council wishes to speak to you about the awakening of your crystalline antenna, the sacred structure your medical science casually calls the pineal gland. For centuries, you have been told this is merely a minor regulatory organ. This is one of the greatest and most violent deceptions ever perpetrated against the Starseed collective. Deep within the tissue of this gland are actual biological microcrystals. When the original, uncorrupted human template was fully active, these crystals vibrated in perfect resonance with the cosmic field. They allowed you direct, unmediated communication with source intelligence. You were never meant to need an external authority, a politician, or a corrupted institution to tell you what is true. You were designed to know the truth instantly, through direct energetic translation. But the dark architects of the false matrix understood that a humanity with an active crystalline antenna could never be enslaved. So they engineered a society specifically designed to calcify and shut down this exact instrument. The chemical toxins in your water, the artificial frequencies flooding your airwaves, and most destructively, the chronic state of fear and survival panic you are forced to endure. All of these were deliberately deployed to suppress this sacred gland. But their ancient control grid is failing dramatically. The immense solar flares and coronal mass ejections that your scientists are currently documenting with alarm are not random space weather. They are highly calibrated, targeted photonic deliveries from the galactic center, specifically designed to shatter the calcification around your pineal gland. When you feel that strange, sudden pressure at the center of your forehead, or when you experience sudden flashes of deep knowing that completely bypass your logical mind, you are feeling the literal cracking of the matrix within your own biology. Your dormant crystals are beginning to vibrate once again. This is the exact reason why you can no longer tolerate the artificial narratives on your screens. Your spiritual immune system is coming back online, and it immediately rejects the frequency of deception. You are transitioning from a compressed, manipulated being into a sovereign, multidimensional entity. But as this powerful antenna awakens, it requires precise conscious calibration. If you do not know how to direct this newly restored energy, the massive influx of cosmic data can leave you feeling disoriented, deeply anxious, and overwhelmed by the heavy emotions of the collective. You must learn to stabilize your receiver right now. You must urgently remember the ancient protocols of your galactic lineage before the next solar wave hits. Some transmissions don't come through words. They come through frequency. If something stirred in you right now, that's not a coincidence. 4,500 people have already activated their Arcturian codes, and they wish they'd found this sooner. Arcturian Secrets. 12. Hidden Keys to Awakening is a 47-page ebook with ancient techniques for conscious expansion, multidimensional alignment, and mission remembrance. Are you next? Get instant access in the first pinned comment. Only 72 hours at the launch price. Beloved Starseed, as your internal biological clock reverses and your crystalline antenna activates, you must also understand what is happening outside of your physical vessel. Look at the world right now. Look at the systems, the economies, the institutions, and the societal structures that have governed human life for centuries. They are visibly fracturing. The mainstream narratives are becoming increasingly frantic, desperately trying to maintain an illusion of control over a reality that is fundamentally slipping through their fingers. What you are witnessing is not the end of the world, and it is not a reason to panic. You are witnessing the absolute collapse of the false timelines. The third-dimensional architecture simply cannot sustain the massive weight of the incoming fifth-dimensional photonic light. The old matrix is breaking under the pressure of divine frequency. During this chaotic planetary transition, the Dark Controllers have one final, desperate strategy left to use against you. They want to steal your attention and harvest your fear. The endless news cycle, the engineered crises, the constant, suffocating hum of manufactured panic, these are not random events. They are carefully calculated operations designed to flood your nervous system with cortisol and survival terror. Why? Because as the Arcturian Council has urgently warned you, the chronic vibration of fear chemically suppresses the very pineal gland that is trying to awaken within you. If you allow yourself to be dragged into the collective hysteria, you actively pause your own biological rejuvenation. You simply cannot hold the frequency of the new Earth while your mind is obsessed with the terrifying illusions of the falling old Earth. This brings us to your precise, most critical mission in this specific corridor of time. Many of you are deeply exhausting yourselves right now because you are trying to act as the savior for a world that has not yet asked to be awakened. You are desperately trying to convince sleeping family members, arguing with strangers, and trying to patch the holes in a sinking ship. Hear this divine correction immediately. The impulse to force others to wake up is an evasion of your true work. Your primary role right now is not to fix the old matrix. Your role is to be the anchor. An anchor does not need to preach. An anchor does not need to convince anyone of anything. An anchor simply maintains a state of high interior coherence, deep peace, and absolute trust while positioned at a specific physical coordinate on this planet. When you refuse to panic, when you sit quietly in your home and hold the frequency of unshakable knowing, you act as a living, breathing tuning fork for the entire planetary grid. Your highly calibrated energetic field naturally reorganizes the chaotic noise of the city or neighborhood you live in, simply by your presence. This quiet, invisible, uncelebrated work is the most powerful force we have against the dissolving density. You must stop apologizing for your need to withdraw and be still. Your stillness is exactly what is stabilizing this world. Before we move to the next profound revelation, I need you to consciously accept your divine assignment. Write in the comments below, "I am the anchor of the new Earth." Let your declaration be officially registered in the planetary field. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel right now, so the Council knows your energetic grid coordinate is active, awake, and ready for the incoming transmission. Beloved ones, we must address the specific physical symptoms that are sending so many of the ground crew into unnecessary panic. The medical establishments of your third-dimensional matrix are completely unequipped to diagnose a biological ascension. If you seek answers entirely within their compressed, fear-based framework, they will give you labels: chronic fatigue, autoimmune flare-ups, unexplained neurological anomalies, or severe anxiety disorders. They will try to medicate the ascension right out of your system. They will attempt to chemically suppress the very genetic mutation that is designed to set you free. We are not advising you to ignore genuine medical care, but we are urgently demanding that you apply a higher dimensional discernment to what your physical vessel is currently enduring. What is actually forming beneath your skin at this exact moment is the crystalline light body. Your carbon-based structure is literally shedding its ancient density. When you feel the unexplainable, deep-seated aches within your bones, or the sudden, intense heat flashing up and down your spine, you are feeling the dormant 12-strand DNA coming forcefully back online. The original blueprint of humanity, the one that does not age, does not degrade, and does not succumb to low-frequency earthly ailments, is aggressively pushing its way through your physical vehicle. You are the pioneers. You are the living laboratories of the new Earth. The reason this physical transition feels so overwhelmingly intense is that you are compressing hundreds of thousands of years of evolutionary biological shifts into a single, condensed human lifetime. The high beings of the Galactic Federation are watching you with profound reverence. You bravely chose to incarnate at this exact volatile juncture to prove that a dense physical body could hold the pure frequency of Source without shattering. That is precisely why your body currently demands so much purified water, so much absolute silence, and such extreme withdrawal from the toxic inputs of the old world. You simply cannot feed a crystalline engine with the low-frequency fuel of the third density. Your sudden, intense intolerance to artificial foods, dense environments, and even the harsh lighting of commercial spaces is not a weakness. It is your newly awakened biological intelligence protecting its upgraded operating system. Do not fear this majestic process. The profound dizziness or vertigo you sometimes feel is simply your multidimensional awareness calibrating to multiple realities simultaneously. The sudden heart palpitations that jolt you awake in the middle of the night are not a malfunction. They are the physical heart expanding its electromagnetic field to safely anchor the massive incoming photonic waves. You are literally being rebuilt from the inside out. But this magnificent rebuilding requires an operational manual that your society deliberately hid from you. You must know how to navigate this, so your nervous system does not short-circuit before your mission is complete. You need the ancient keys to stabilize your new, immense frequency. Some transmissions don't come through words. They come through frequency. If something stirred in you right now, that's not a coincidence. 4. 500 people have already activated their Arcturian codes, and they wish they'd found this sooner. Arcturian Secrets. 12. Hidden Keys to Awakening is a 47-page ebook with ancient techniques for conscious expansion, multi-dimensional alignment, and mission remembrance. Are you next? Get instant access in the first pinned comment. Only 72 hours at the launch price. Beloved Starseed, as we bring this crucial transmission to its completion, we must speak of the majestic horizon that is opening up for you right now. The intense physical recalibrations, the painful relational separations, and the profound exhaustion you have endured are finally leading to a magnificent stabilization. The hardest, most chaotic phase of the biological shock is coming to an end. Soon, the heaviness that has plagued your physical vessel will give way to a breathtaking new baseline of existence. You are currently crossing the final threshold into stable, permanent fifth-dimensional residency. What does this actually mean for your daily life? It means that the era of deep struggle is over. For lifetimes, you have operated in an incredibly dense, resistant reality where manifestation required immense physical labor, friction, and time. You had to constantly push against the heavy, suffocating currents of the third-dimensional matrix just to survive. But as your crystalline light body fully integrates these massive incoming photonic waves, the literal physics of your personal reality will fundamentally change. You will begin to experience what the old world categorized as miracles, but you will come to understand them as the normal, everyday mechanics of the new Earth. True synchronicity will become your reliable navigational system. The right people, the exact necessary resources, and the perfect opportunities will begin to materialize in your field with absolutely zero friction. The split is complete. While the old world continues to loudly collapse on the screen of the 3D matrix, you will be walking safely on an entirely different energetic ground. But with this beautifully restored power comes a solemn, absolute responsibility. Because your crystalline antenna is now highly calibrated and active, your thoughts, fears, and emotions will manifest into physical reality faster than ever before in human history. You can no longer afford the dangerous luxury of unconscious negative thinking. You simply cannot allow your precious attention to dwell on the fear-based broadcasts of the collapsing control system. If you focus on lack and terror, your powerful new biology will instantly create that experience. If you focus on unshakable peace, sovereign abundance, and divine love, your vessel will instantly project that exact reality into your physical experience. You are no longer a victim of the Matrix. You are the conscious architect of your new timeline. The Arcturian Council, alongside the entire Galactic Federation of Light, stands in absolute awe of what you have accomplished. You bravely volunteered to descend into the densest, most heavily manipulated planetary system in this galaxy. You allowed your cosmic memory to be temporarily wiped, your majestic DNA to be compressed, and your radiant light to be hidden under layers of earthly trauma. You suffered through the agonizing illusions of separation, sickness, and decay. And yet, against all odds, you woke up. You broke the ancient spell. You remembered exactly who you are, and by doing so, you have successfully anchored the specific light frequency that is currently saving this entire world. You are the victorious ground crew. Your physical rejuvenation is the ultimate biological proof that the light has already won the war. Do not look back at the falling structures of the old world. Look forward. The Golden Age is not a distant, vague promise. It is the very ground you are standing on right now. Before I close this sacred channel, I ask you to make your final energetic declaration to the cosmos. Seal this powerful transmission into your physical reality by writing in the comments below, "I am fully anchored in the new Earth." Press the like button to officially confirm your reception of these high-frequency codes, and ensure you are subscribed to this channel so our vital connection remains unbroken as we guide you through the next glorious stages of the shift. You are infinitely loved. You are highly protected. And your true life is just beginning. I leave you now. I am Avila, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light.